Hey, you want to go for a bike ride?
No, it's too hot.
Well, it is 37.8 degrees, I guess.
37 degrees? There's no way that can be right.
Well, I'm going off the Celsius scale. Do you know what that is?
No idea.
Well, maybe we could do something else instead, like learn about heat and temperature. How's that sound?
Sounds like I'd rather take a nap.
Oh, we got a comedian on our hands here. Let me ask you a question. Do you know the difference between heat, temperature, and thermal energy?
No idea.
Oh, well, it's time to find out. Okay, now check out this pot of boiling water. Put your hand over it. Careful. Now what do you feel?
Heat.
That's right. Heat is essentially the quality of something being hot. For all intents and purposes, it's basically an adverb.
Adjective. Who's teaching who here?
Enough. Now, the fire from our gas stove is being transformed into thermal energy in this metal pot. Thermal energy is the energy that heat produces. It's making the water molecules move faster, and it makes the temperature rise. Now check this out. It says the water is currently at 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Remember how earlier I told you it was 37 degrees outside? Well, on the Celsius scale, this pot of water is only 100 degrees. Let me explain the difference. The Celsius scale was originally conceived in 1742 by a Swedish astronomer named Anders Celsius. He developed the scale based on the boiling point of water being calibrated to the mean barometric pressure and at mean sea level. Over time, the scale changed, and the Celsius scale now recognizes water's boiling point to be at 99.9839 degrees and its freezing point to be at 0.01.
What about Fahrenheit?
Well, Fahrenheit is what we use here in the United States. It was developed almost 20 years before Celsius by a guy named Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. There are various stories about how he determined the reference points of his scale, but the popular opinion is that he based it on sticking a thermometer in brine for stable temperature, ice and water for freezing, and the human body. So today we recognize the boiling point of Fahrenheit being at 212, like this pot of water here, and the freezing point to be 32 degrees.
So those are all the temperature scales, huh?
Well, there's also the Kelvin scale. It doesn't have degrees like Fahrenheit or Celsius. It was developed in 1848 by Lord Kelvin William Thomson. It deals with thermodynamics and temperature. It's used a lot next to Celsius because 1 degree of Celsius has the same 1 degree value as Kelvin. Absolute zero on the Kelvin scale is 273.16 Kelvin, and water boils at 373.16 Kelvin, like this pot of boiling water. To sum it up, you could explain it with this picture. But you know, we're one of the last countries to still use Fahrenheit. Take a look at this. I'm going to remove all of the countries on here that don't use Fahrenheit.
If most of the world uses Celsius, why don't we use it?
Back in the 70s, there was a metric conversion act that was passed, but it wasn't mandatory like in other countries. Basically, a lot of people couldn't deal with the change and got tired of it, so it fell apart. So what did you learn today?
America is ignorant, and you don't know what an adjective is?
Cute. The heat from fire produces thermal energy, which makes temperature rise. In America, we use the Fahrenheit scale, while most of the rest of the world uses Celsius, and scientists use Celsius alongside Kelvin. So, you want to ride your bike or stay on your tablet?
Well, actually, according to Google, it's 310.9 Kelvins outside right now, and I'll only go outside if it is between 294.3 and 297 Kelvins outside.
Fair enough.